the team's bin that you were voting for. Winning team will get a trophy. If you can't make it on the day of the game, drop them off the day before. Now the tip will end up into the hands of Blankenship. And it'll move over to Small. A Central in a 2-3 zone to start out. Now they'll flip the court. The Redskins have Dutton on the left wing. Almost a steal there, but also almost a foul by Ledford. Now driving the lane, that's going to be number 4, Jamison Herrig. Jack Murphy will pick up his first foul.
And Murphy right there, he really just needs to set up for a charge. I mean, there's no reason to try and go up and block his shot. He just take the charge. He's coming at you full speed. Got to recognize that on defense.
Herrig makes the first one, misses the second one. And Ledford will cross midcourt with it. Trying to work against Herrig. Now into the corner it comes to Ferrier. Now down low. Good body, shot missed though by Mac Thacker. Gets his own board, puts it back, missed it again. And now Loudon across midcourt. Top of the key, Small. Puts it on the floor, left side, layup no good. Good defense by Central inside. Small misses both of those bunnies. Quickly up the floor, that'll be James Thacker with it. I'll move it around quickly around the perimeter. And coming away is Mac Thacker. Flips it over to Ferrara.
Yeah, sorry.
Almost like a Ferrari. I got it now. Now, a big-time three there, Mac Thacker.
And he's not really a three-point shooter for the team. He usually stays inside a lot. He's one of the main post players, able to knock that one down.
Now left side it comes to Dutton. Finds a hole on the baseline, getting it to Herrig. Bucket is good. And that's going to be Jack Murphy's second foul.
The Central just didn't do a good job on help defense there. They came out on the corner, able to make that pass to the baseline, and he was wide open as soon as he turned around.
And Herrig misses that one. Rebound comes off to Ledford. On the floor, James Thacker floated off the glass, no good. Now coming up the floor. Small into the lane, shot off the mark, ball's tipped around. Coming away with it is James Thacker. Fast break. Ferrara, good.
And James Thacker does a good job. He's the main engine of the guys' team here. He does everything. He handles the ball, distributes it, and everything. So he's going to have a good game tonight.
Wide open layup there by Herrig. Gets him to 5 points and knocks the game back up at 5. Kick over the right wing. Three-pointer. Ferrara makes a big three-pointer there. Pushes McMinn Central in front by 3. And that's going to be the third foul quickly on Jack Murphy.
And that was really just a dumb foul. He put his hands on the player from Loudon that was just driving. He's got to be able to play better defense than that.
Inbound comes into Small off the glass. He's missed another shot there. Rebound comes off to the Chargers. James Thacker, left wing. Swings it around to Ledford. Now he gets it out to Ferrara. And I'll probably mispronounce his name 3 more times.
It's all right. I'll make sure to remind you.
I know you will.
The only reason I know is because his older brother played with my little brother here at Central.
A little connection. That's why I brought the charger to the broadcast. So now Central turns it over.
Yeah, good idea there. Just Mac Thacker wasn't paying attention.
Now into the lane is Herrig, and he tries to take it on and doesn't work out well for him. Central coming away with it. Now James Thacker in the lane has it just picked away by Thaxton. Thaxton layup, missed it. Rebound comes off to Herrig.
And that was just Central not getting back, trying to play defense. They just didn't hustle.
4:21 remaining in the first quarter. Central clinging to a 1-point lead. As now they get away with a walk there from Matt Thacker. Thaxton was guarding him tightly. Now a shotgun pass there by Ledford. It's turned over. Quickly down the other end is Thaxton. He'll get his first 2 points of the game.
The Central just not doing a good job of getting back. Whoever's at the top of the key, or wherever there's a turnover or a missed shot, they've got to be back. But Loudon's just getting that run out every time.
Shots by Loudon. Small is one of their leading scorers. He's put up 37 and 34 in games already this season. Has missed several right in there. Trying to force them a little bit too much, trying to take some floaters into the game. But now full court pressure by the Redskins. James Thacker gets it double team, but he'll hand it over to Ledford in the far corner. Now Ledford fakes a deep pass, back to Thacker, back to Ledford it goes. Now they try to get it down low, and Herrig steals it away, but it'll go out of bounds instead.
And Central's just trying to look and do too much right now. They're trying to thread the needle on passes. They just need to work the ball around the perimeter and just get somebody open.
Now Thacker gets the signal from Doug Armstrong, longtime coach here at McMinn Central. Matt playing under him, as you mentioned. Now a big three miss there. Rebound comes off. Herrig's got it. Working around. Small at the elbow. Good defense, but Small able to make the basket now. He's 1 of 4.
And Small, he's not a huge post player, but he's strong. He's really solid when he gets to the hole, and he's able to finish with contact. Central's going to have to do a better job playing on him.
3-point opportunity coming from Mason Small. Ball on the way, he makes it. And that's 12-8. Out of bounds off of Herrig. It'll stay with McMinn Central there at midcourt. Good crowd on hand here at the Roundhouse. Number 5, Darius Carden will check in for the Chargers, replacing number 23, Jordan Ledford. And the James Thacker of that twin duo here will run the point. Around a screen set by Garrett King, who has checked into the game as well. Pull back, he'll find King in the corner. A little crossover. About has a pocket pick, able to stay with it. Gets the layup. Good job by Garrett King to stay with that one.
And Central's going to stick with this 2-3 on defense, try to make them beat him from behind the arc.
Thaxton misses a shot there. Out of bounds, that'll go. Tried to take a deep three, and that ball was out of bounds off of number 21, Caleb Dutton. Inbound it comes to Thacker in the corner. Gets it to Ferrara up the floor. Now Matt Thacker going for another three. Missed it though. Rebound comes off, and going up strong was Garrett King. And he'll get a shot at 2.
And Loudon's head coach wanted to push in the back on King, but I think he just did a good job of just getting position and getting it.
That's the first foul on Loudon. Central at 4 already, and that foul was on Herrig, his first. And King misses that one. We'll see number 2, Drew Jackson, check in, replacing Caleb Dutton for the Redskins. So now Garrett King will get a chance at the second one to pull within 1, and he does. Ferrara leading Central scores with 5, but followed closely by Thacker and King with 3 each. Working around the perimeter, good help defense there by Central, forcing them to move it around. 3-pointer missed there by Mason. I believe they call out of bounds off of Loudon there.
Yeah, is that on the Loudon player? I think Coach Armstrong's going to stick with that 2-3 until Loudon can really show if they can make an outside 3-pointer. They made a couple when I watched them. I didn't stay for the whole game, but they made a couple against Central there at Loudon. But right now they've just not shown that they can make it.
Thacker moves it up. Top of the key to King. Now comes back to James Thacker for 3. No good. Rebound comes off, and it's Drew Jackson skying for that one. Now Small will give it up to Thaxton. About turn it over there, but instead on the far wing, that's a missed shot by Blankenship. So he tried to take a 3-pointer. James Thacker finds Ferrara in the corner. Back up to Thacker. Now he's going to go again. Got that one. Looked good from our seat.
He's just good. He can dribble, he can shoot, he passes. He does everything for this Chargers team, and I'd say he's their leader on the court.
Chargers find themselves with a 2-point lead with 1:20 remaining in the first. In and out that goes for Blankenship as he's missed his second three.
I believe Blankenship's a three-point shooter for their team. He just hadn't been able to knock one down yet.
Mac Thacker turns around. Nobody there with him. Misses the jumper, though. Rebound comes off to J.D. Thaxton. He'll get it. Now swings it in the corner to Small. 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Chargers hanging with the number one team in the state. 19-0, they bring the record into the roundhouse. Central looking to play spoiler as now Thaxton takes a three. And if you can't hear it, the student section is letting him know how bad he missed it, as that was an air ball. It did graze the bottom of the net, just on the outside.
Their Loudon's shooting percentage this first quarter has not been great, and Central's able to keep that 14-12 lead right now going into hopefully in the second quarter.
They made 5 shots. Thacker. Central looking to just run this one down, probably get the last shot of the quarter. There's 17 seconds remaining. That's the advantage of high school ball. No shot clock, so you just keep playing. But instead they turn it over. Jackson gets a steal. Now he picks up his dribble, finds nobody. They've got 6 to play. Around the screen. 3 on the way by Blankenship, no good. And so at the end of one, it's McMinn Central in front by 2, 14-12. We'll be right back on WYGO 99.5 FM. Coming back out of the break, McMinn Central in front by 2, 14-12. Jared Wright here filling in for Todd Loveday, also joined by former Charger and former Wesleyan Bulldog, Matt Harper. Roped him into doing this with me. Needed an inside connection, man. I didn't have it, so.
You're just lucky that my father-in-law is the women's coach.
You married up, we'll say that. You outkicked your coverage, as did I.
I'll never deny that.
Thaxton turns it over, steps on the end line. Or actually, I think they called a travel on him off the rebound there. So James Thacker brings it up the floor. Loudon man-to-man. Now Mac Thacker turns, makes a move to the basket, missed the shot there.
A great move by him. He just tried to move the ball too much in the air when he shot the ball. He just needs to go up with it strong.
Now top of the key, it'll be Donovan Blankenship with it. Now they'll feed the high post to Small. Kick out Herrig. Puts it on the floor. Layup is easy for him. Central just not let his zone open up right there.
Yeah, just not good defense right there. And he almost looked like he walked when he took off with it.
Now James Thacker shot off the mark. Rebound comes off to Blankenship. Blankenship goes full line, missed it. Small able to get it. Gets his 5th point of the basket.
And Small looks like one of those players. He just looks like he's there. He's in the right place at the right time every time.
Now that's Carden with it. Now tries to feed Thacker cutting, but he'll turn it over. Thaxton gets another steal. There's Carden poking it away. He's got a man open, but he couldn't see him because he's picking up the dribble. Now they'll get it out to Mac Thacker. James Thacker now top of the key. Probably the slowest pace we've seen Central play thus far.
Now he's trying to get an offense set, and there was a wide open 3, but just not able to knock it down.
That was Carden, I believe, with that shot.
It's Farrar, I believe.
Farrar,
yeah,
okay.
Farrar, yeah.
Now Small misses the jumper there, and he is struggling. Carden, left wing, works it back to the top of the key. Little screen there by Garrett King. Now Carden into the lane, contact, basket bounces out.
And people need to watch this Carden kid. He's just a freshman. He's 6 foot. He looks like he hadn't grown into his body yet. He's probably going to grow another 2-3 inches. And he can dribble and shoot the ball. He's going to be a good player. I didn't really recognize him the first of this year, but I saw some video on him, been watching him. He's just a freshman, and he can become a good player.
Makes his first free throw there. Pulls the Chargers to within 1, 15-16. 5:36 remaining in the second quarter. And just trying to see who checked in there. Be number 12, Dalton Davis checks in. As now the score is knotted up as Carden does his job there. Jackson on the far wing, gets it back to Blankenship, back to Jackson. High post, bounce pass is stolen away by James Thacker. And they're just trying to get it to small. I mean, everything they do is trying to go to small.
Yeah, they're trying to get it to the middle and pass it out from him, but Central's doing a great job on defense, especially in that zone.
Floater from Carden is good. Darius Carden is going to force a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with you. But Coach Graves has seen enough as he's watched Central take the lead back just again, 18-16. And Carden, you mentioned it, man. He's only a freshman, but kid is playing lights out right now. Number 1 team in the state's in your house, and he's just attacking them at will.
Yeah, and I was talking to somebody. I was talking to actually Weedy Morgan over here about this Loudon team. They don't do anything extravagant. I've mentioned it to you earlier too. They don't do anything crazy. They play fundamental basketball. They play defense, and they just shoot layups. And right now, Small's not hitting it too many layups, and they can't get it inside because Central's doing a great job on their 2-3 zone. So if they can keep just making shots when they get down on the offensive floor and keep getting stops on defensive end, they'll be just fine.
Now crossing midcourt, it'll be Blankenship with it. 5 minutes to play. Now they'll feed it to Small. Looked like he shuffled his feet. He about turns it over. Gets it to Thaxton in the corner. Now back up it comes to Blankenship. That'll be Lucas Bivens who's checked in. Bounce pass is poked away. Ball's on the floor. Who's got it? Ledford comes away with it and maintains a dribble, which is amazing as his ankle was wrapped up. Now he about walks with it, but instead he'll find his teammate in James Thacker on the left side. Now far corner, three-pointer on the way by Garrett King is no good.
Yeah, that's not the shot Coach Armstrong wanted. They wanted to get it inside there.
That shot gets blocked by Central defense, and here comes James Thacker across midcourt. Now on the other end, that'll be a block, but then a quick put back by James Thacker.
He did a good job staying with the ball there. He didn't get discouraged that he got blocked, just went and got it, put it back up.
As that block came from number 30, Landon Parks. James Thacker doing a good job of, as you said, Matt, staying with it. Blankenship backs it out, swings it over to Bivens. Left side it comes to Parks. Him and Bivens play a little pass and catch. Now Small working his lane, way down the lane. Finds Parks on the cut.
That's good vision by Small in the post. Nice give and go right there. Just great pass. Central just wasn't ready for it.
Trims the Central lead to 2, 20-18. 3:30 remaining in the second quarter. Now Thacker with a drive. Missed it. Garrett King with the offensive board and the putback.
Good rebound, good power dribble to get away from the defense and just able to finish it. That was a great move.
5 points for Garrett King. Now into the lane, across the lane, it was Parks missing that one. Into the corner. Carden trying to feed it down low to King. He does. Back to the basket. Post move. Finds Ledford on the opposite post. Ledford battling. Missed the shot. Comes off and he'll draw a foul. Actually, it will be against Garrett King. I'll take that back.
He went over the back. It looked like he really pushed him too much. He just went over the player, but he did a good job. He's been playing good minutes since the other Central post player has been out with 3 fouls already.
That's Jack Murphy you speak of. Picked up 3 fouls very early. 22-18, Central in front by 4. Now on the drive, it's Bivens. Floater off the glass, missed it, no good. Rebound comes off to Ledford. Lob down low, that's going to Dalton Davis. Layup good.
He's an undersized post player, but he's strong. He's a football player here at Central. He does a good job. He's also got about 3 or 4 siblings that went to here at Central. So long line there, and his dad went here too.
Blankenship misses another 3. He's 0 of 4. Now Carden hands it off to Davis. They move it around the corner. It's James Thacker with it. Up to Ledford it comes. Back to Mac Thacker. Almost pulled a James Harden step back right there.
Yeah, they could have called that a walk. That was too close. They don't. He made that one earlier. They don't necessarily probably want him shooting that three-pointer more than 2 or 3 times a game. So they got to look to go inside and try to keep this lead before halftime.
6-point lead for the Chargers. 1:52 remaining in the half. Chargers zone defense is just giving fits as Snell Small catches it. Left side. Southpaw throws it high off the glass. No good. His shooting woes continue to struggle. Now Thacker's just getting rode hard there by Caleb Dutton.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took him so long to call that. In the initial contact, he had a forearm in him, and then he finally put his hands up and still rode him.
Ledford to inbound in front of the scorer's table, gets it to Dalton Davis. Coach Armstrong wasn't happy about that inbounds call. Kind of looked back. The assistant coaches, or assistant coach Mark Mobley. Ledford receives a handoff from Carden, tries to go into the lane. And we're going to have a foul on the floor.
They're going to call an illegal screen on Mac Thacker.
And the crowd lets the official know that I thought for sure that was going to go the opposite way as much as the crowd did, as Thacker picks up his second, team 6th.
That's not good news it's not good for Central, because that means their 2 starting post players are in foul trouble.
And Garrett King will check in, replacing Mac Thacker. That's Central's 6th foul. 65 seconds to play. Small into the lane. Finally gets himself a layup there.
And nobody stepped in front of him. There's 2 Central players could have stepped over, stopped him, took a charge. They just let him go right by him.
Now James Thacker up to Carden on the right side here. They back it up. 47 seconds to play in the half. Carden having to deal with Blankenship now. Is tipped away by Bivens. Bivens comes away with a steal, layup, no good. Gets blocked. Instead, they're going to call a foul on the rebound. That's going to be on Caleb Dutton, his second, team 4th. 36 showing on the game clock. Mac Thacker sets to come back in. So does Isaiah Ferrara. I'll say it just really quick. Ferrara. And it'll be Dalton Davis finding a seat on the bench.
Looks like
they'll try to wind this down as much as they can. Depends on how much pressure Loudon puts on them. 23 seconds to remain in the half.
Looks like Doug's wanting them to take the last shot here.
4-point lead for the Chargers. Thacker working against Jackson. Jackson's quick with his feet there, keeping with him. Now a Thacker duo there on the screen. Now they get it to Mac Thacker. 4 seconds to go. He gets a look at the clock, goes up on a shot, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Mac Thacker. And the Central faithful have let the officials know they do not agree with that call. That's a 7th foul.
And that was his 3rd, I believe.
It is.
Right? Yeah,
so you got 2 post players with 3 fouls.
Your starting post players all have 3 fouls.
Now Blankenship at the buzzer, off the glass, off the rim. For him.
Yeah.
But coming out of the break, it'll be Thaxton, Blankenship, Dutton, Small, and Herrig for Loudon, and for McMinn Central, it will be James Thacker. It'll also be Garrett King in there as Thaxton misses a shot there. He wants a foul call, doesn't go his way.
And Jared, I heard in the hallway, I don't know if it's accurate, but I heard from a fairly good source that Carly Runyon scored her 1,000th point tonight.
Well, congratulations to Carly if that does hold true, and what a feat for her. You're in that club, at least at the collegiate level, I know for sure. And
I think I did it here too. I think
you're,
I can't remember.
You're so old you can't remember.
I can't remember it. It's almost a 10-year reunion's coming up, so.
Mine's come and gone. I'm closer to 20 now. So 7:15 to play in the 3rd quarter. Now inside is Jack Murphy, gets the basket, and one opportunity coming his way. That's a guy that spent literally I'd say 90% of the first half on the bench after picking up 3 quick fouls.
Yeah, he did. That was great seal by him. He did a good job as they swung the ball. He got his defender on his back. They gave him a good pass, and it had a good, strong finish.
And he connects. 3-point play for him. That foul was on Herrick, his third. Team first of the half. Small ball above his head, working against James Thacker. Also out there is Garrett King, Ledford, and Ferrara for Central. Those were the starters. No substitutions made thus far. Now into the lane quickly is Herrick, and that was a good-looking block.
I don't know about that one. Most people didn't know about that one. It looked like it was all ball, but he might have got a little bit of his hand down there where we couldn't see, but it looked clean from here.
Herrick makes it count, knocks in that one. That puts him in double figures at 10 points. And makes the second one, pushes him to 11.
Loudon's still got the full court pressure on. They've got to get it across the half court here soon. That's about 10 seconds. That has to be.
There it is. And it was actually the Loudon coach, and Coach Graves kind of threw his hands up behind the official, Tyler Love.
Yeah.
But that's a turnover there. And
well, they passed it back and forth and went kind of forward, kind of not. Thacker's just got to take control and get it across no matter what. He's got to know that in the back of his head that that's coming up.
So they force a turnover. Now Thaxton into the lane, throws it away, but it's knocked out by Central. Central with a 5-point lead, 27-22.
That was just an easy screen underneath out there on the inbounds, and number 24 for Loudon was just able to score that one fairly, no contest.
Thaxton gets his 4th point of the night. And it's a battle down low with Murphy and Dutton, and Dutton's just riding him hard. Dutton comes away with a steal there.
Yeah, it looked like he's holding his arm there. They'll probably start watching that here next time down.
Loudon trying to move it quickly. Small has to readjust, gets it though, and gets the back bucket to fall on the layup.
Well, if you're Central, you got to know that coming in the second half, Loudon didn't shoot well. They're going to come out with a different energy. They got a butt chewing in the locker room. They're going to come out and they're going to play hard. You got to come out and answer right back.
Central still in front by 1, 27-26, 5:48 remaining in the third quarter. Now Herrick on the drive, up and under, gets the roll, and this is the run that you don't want to see if you're Coach Doug Armstrong.
Yeah, Central's got to calm down, get it inside, try to score right here. If Loudon scores again, I want to say Coach Armstrong calls a timeout.
Ferrara gets it at the top of the key. They wanted a walk. Now Ledford receives it from him, double teamed by Herrick and Blankenship. Now Ledford in the lane, just an ill-advised shot. Rebound comes off, and that's Herrick's rebound.
Yeah, they're not really running their offensive set right now. Loudon's picked up their defensive tempo, and it's kind of thrown Central out.
Now you'll see Darius Carden, as he comes to the scores table, had an outstanding first half for the freshman. He'll check back in next dead ball. Loudon moving around the perimeter. Herrick into the lane for the third time. And they're going to get a block, and that's going to be on Garrett King.
Yeah.
That'll be his second, team's second of the half. 5 minutes exactly remaining in the third as Ledford. Looks like Ledford will be the one to exit for Carden. And Herrick makes another free throw. Carden checks in, steps into the lane to rebound as Herrick puts his second one in.
Yeah, Central needs to just get it down low like they did the very first play of this half. That was just an ill-advised pass right there. They barely got it back.
Now wide open layup from Murphy is good.
And that was just a lucky sequence. Loudon should have had that ball and just couldn't pick it up.
Trims the Loudon lead to 1. Now Blankenship drops it to Dutton. Dutton just pushing off, steps on the end line. He kind of looked like a football player right there. Just kind of put his elbow into the Central defender, and I believe it was Garrett King, and just trying to work him down the baseline, steps out. Loudon backs off the pressure a little bit into the wide open corners. Garrett King for 3, short. Probably not a good shot for him to be taking. Now on the other end, it's Small after an assist from Blankenship.
Yeah, Central just not doing a good job of getting back. Even in the first half, they didn't do a good job of getting back on defense. They've got to really hustle and not let them beat them down the floor.
We'll see Matt Thacker get set to check back in. He's got 3 fouls. Maybe they're playing a little bit timid here to start this second half.
Yeah,
Loudon. Got to try to win it.
Loudon has brought the intensity of the second half.
No foul call there on the turnaround jumper by King. Rebound comes off to Thaxton. He'll get it over to Blankenship. Blankenship about travels with it. Herrig into the lane again, and they've got to stop Jamison Herrig.
He's literally, they're making one pass, they're swinging it all the way to the other side of the floor. He's just driving, and nobody's stepping over to take a charge. He's putting his shoulder down and is going, step in front of him. Take the charge.
Now James Thacker gets fouled on the drive by Small. That'll be Small's first foul of the game. Mac Thacker will check in, replacing Garrett King. And Central still well within this game if they can just find some shots, and they're unfortunately missing everything as Thacker airballs that one. Rebound comes off to Blankenship. Now they turn it over. Thaxton not able to control it.
That was a great, put his hand in, Carden. He got it right there, made a great play. There's a great take by Ferrara.
Ferrara gets the drive and the bucket. Pulls them to within 3. 31-34, 3 minutes remaining. Ferrara tries to steal it there, overplayed it. Small has it. Baseline drive, layup is good. And we're seeing a completely different Loudon team than the one we saw in the first half.
Yeah, they were sluggish compared to the way they're playing right now.
Now Mac Thacker with it, back to the basket, working against Thaxton. Sky hook, up and no good, but it'll draw the foul. 2 shots coming for Thacker. That'll be on Caleb Dutton, his third. 30-second timeout by Loudon. Will stay here with you.
I think that was on Central.
Actually, on Central. It's Coach Armstrong takes the timeout there as Thacker will step to the line. Central down by 5. Ability to read directly impacts his or her future opportunities for success in all aspects of life, ranging from education and job preparedness to self-esteem and quality of life. So be sure to help the Let's Read 20 initiative and help Central beat McMinn in the Battle of the Books. Thacker makes the first free throw. Second one is good as well.
Makes it a one-possession game. They really need to lock in on defense here the next couple of times and try to get a steal and get it back to even.
Thaxton at the high post, hands it off to Herrig, and he's done it again. Knifed through him, but he misses the shot there and kind of bailed him out there. He's just, the last 4 trips he's taken down the floor, that's where he's going with it every time.
I can't believe, again, like the girls' game, it might have been a foul, but he called it almost full 2 seconds too late. So Loudon really doesn't like that call.
That was Park's first foul, team 4th. Now it goes out of bounds off of Loudon. I believe that was Blankenship that knocked it out. It'll be Carden to inbound it from the corner there. Trapped and guarded by Herrig. Long lob comes in. Garrett King skies to get it as Parks overplayed it. Now a travel, or no, sorry, that was a foul as Garrett King gets his foot tied up.
And he's holding that ankle. He rolled it pretty bad on that shot.
But he makes the shot. And Garrett King will kind of take some laps to walk it off real quick. Official checking on him. That foul was on Blankenship, his first, team 5th. Missed it. Rebound comes off to Thaxton. Blankenship right side. Central still in that 2-3 zone. They try to close out on the shooter. Blankenship missed it. Mac Thacker skies and gets the rebound. So Blankenship has missed another 3-pointer. Into the lane, Ferrara. Layup good. Finger roll.
He's played great here this third quarter. Those last 2 times he's taken it to the hole, he has just exploded to the rim.
Now Central takes the lead back with 1:40 remaining in the third quarter. Herrig knifes through the lane, missed the shot. Rebound comes down to Parks. He gets the putback. And they take the lead right back.
But this is going to come down to the wire if they keep playing like this. This is just back and forth now.
Central slowing the pace. James Thacker, elbow extended. Now a handoff to Carden. Carden brings it all the way back up. Now he'll put it on the floor. Floater gets fouled on the shot by Small. And that was a good call right there. Small disagrees with it, but had his arm the whole way. Whether you get ball or not, if your arm's resting on his arm, it's going to be a foul.
Again, there's the freshman Carden making a good decision. He knew that defender was all over him, tried to put the shot up, maybe a little too quick. Maybe should have taken another dribble, but he got it out.
Makes the free throw. Ties the ball game back up at 38. 1:13 remaining on the game clock. Misses that one. Thaxton with the rebound. Now Small, floater missed. Backside rebound comes to Blankenship. He misses it, gets his own rebound. Now a bucket.
And number 5, he's one of the smaller players on the floor, and he got 2 offensive rebounds there. Nobody put a body on him.
That he did. That'll be Blankenship's. I have him for his first 2 points of the game, but he's taken about 6 or 7 3-pointers and missed them all.
Yeah, he's their 3-point shooter. He's not had a good night behind the arc.
Makes the 3-point opportunity there. 55 seconds remaining. Central about turns it over. Carden and Ferrara bail him out. Now Thacker on the baseline. Gets his defender in the air. Layup, good. And Thacker makes a basket. It'll be a full 60-second timeout here on WYGO. Leading the way for him right now, it's Darius Carden just playing lights out in this half. He's got 5 points total for the game. And just playing at will. But Loudon came out a little bit hotter in the start of this first 5 minutes, you'll say, of the game and their second half, and it showed.
Yeah.
But Central able to battle back. You talked about it. They're not out of it. You just got to be solid. I think they've kind of shaken off all the foul calls maybe and trying to get their head back in this ball game.
About that first 2.5 minutes, they panicked. And Loudon came out with some intensity. They were like, oh, we didn't expect that. And Coach Armstrong should have been telling them, hey, you're going to expect them to punch you in the mouth the first couple minutes of this second half. So they weren't expecting it. Now they brought it back to normal. Now it's just a 1-point lead.
43 seconds remaining. 41-40. Loudon in front. A team that has faced off the court distractions like none other this week. It's been covered in the news and involving the coach and director of schools, and it's just they're having to play through that, and that may have been why they were sluggish in this first half. But now out of bounds, it's blocked. Guess we'll give that one to Murphy. Inbounding, it'll be Blankenship with 25 seconds even on the clock. Now the pass is stolen away, but Small's able to pick it up because they were just able to tip it.
Yeah, Mac Thacker he should have grabbed it. It was right there in front of him. He should have grabbed it. He was just a little slow to it, and Small just went and got it.
Small with 15, Herrig with 17, leads all scorers, and the duo that got it as a wide open layup is now blocked by Blankenship.
And Blankenship is a solid 4 inches smaller than that Jack Murphy. And he should have just gave him a pump fake and went up with it.
Murphy just waited too long there. Now James Thacker at the horn. Almost. Sorry. There's 5 seconds left, not 3.
That was a huge 3-pointer by James Thacker. Able to knock it down with 2 seconds left. That ties the game going to the fourth quarter, and that's exactly what Central wants.
So at the end of 3, it's 43 all as Central and Loudon tied up. A fresh ball game. It's 0-0 right now, we'll say. It's 43 all. Central has possession. Ferrara out top. Pulls a 3-pointer. Good! Isaiah Ferrara.
I can't believe he made that. He had a Loudon defender all in his face, and it was perfect. Nothing but net.
He hits that one straight out of the gate. Not even 20 seconds gone in the fourth quarter, and he knocks it in. Herrig now with it in the corner, picks up his dribble, swings it up to Blankenship. Back and forth they play. A little game of catch.
Yeah, number 5 is a 3-point shooter. He's trying to get one open right there. Carden's got to recognize that.
Now Parks with it. Knocks through the defense. Now Small about loses it. Still has to pick it up. Blankenship going to take a deep 3. Clanks off the back iron. Missed it. Ferrara gets the rebound there.
And he threw it away.
But instead they're going to get Parks with a turnover.
I didn't see a walk there, but again, you're not going to argue about it.
I guarantee you nobody Baby Blue is going to argue that call right now. Number 1 team in the state coming in, trying to move to 20-0, and Central trying to upset that one. Now Mac Thacker off the feed from Jack Murphy.
That was good passing by Central, good vision. They're playing together right now. They just got to keep it up for the next 6.5 minutes.
Now Loudon about turns it over right in front of their own bench. Herrig walks, doesn't get the foul call, doesn't get the travel call. Coming away with it is Drew with the rebound.
Good hustle by Carden. Almost got the steal there, knocked it out. Central's playing with a new intensity this fourth quarter.
6:35 on the game clock. Small left side. The southpaw high floater in the lane is good.
He hadn't shot it that well this game. That was a pretty good shot to make it the way he jumped off the floor.
So him and Herrig have matched their totals from the previous matchup between these two at 17. Now Thacker makes a good move on small overhead shovel pass there to Farrar, and another three.
He's feeling it now. That was great recognition by Mac Thacker to get it back out, see him wide open, and good knockdown.
Now Parks trying to make a three-pointer, missed it there.
And that puts Central up by 6, 51-45 right now with just right under 6 minutes left. They're really on a roll.
Thacker has small guarding him. Now Drew tightly guarding James Thacker. Will go around the screen from his brother. Now the floater on the baseline is good.
Wow. They are on fire on all cylinders this fourth quarter. They came out, made a three-pointer within the first 10 seconds and haven't looked back. They're up 53-45 now.
Mark, he's got 16 points. He's a point shy of
and two of those
tying
this
the two
quarter.
leaders.
Yeah.
So outstanding play by the junior guard there. Loudon's ball out of the timeout, 5:30 remaining in the game. Jackson has it up top, swings it to Blankenship. He's going to try it again. Short on that one, and he missed another one.
He's had a bad night. There goes a long pass by James Thacker to Carden, and he got the and one.
Got it. Darius Carden.
And he's a freshman.
Gets the and one opportunity, and now it's a double-digit lead for the Central Chargers against the #1 team in the state.
And he finished the playoff.
Wow, outstanding by a freshman to do that too. Step up there, make the three-point play.
And this big of a game, yeah, that's big on a freshman.
56-45, Central in front. That zone defense giving Loudon a little bit of fits. Blankenship going to try it again, missed it.
He's trying to shoot himself out of it, but he's just not having any luck at this point.
I believe that rebound underneath was.
And I don't know why they don't go to Small.
Bivens.
He's been their leading scorer this game. They need to go to him.
Now Bivens pump fake, shot off, it's blocked, I believe. Jackson ends up with it. Now a missed shot by Herrig. Small with the offensive board, and the putback and the foul.
Small did a good job getting that rebound. They won it over the bag, but he just out-jumped Farrar. He's just taller than Farrar is.
And he makes it a three-point opportunity.
Well, that'll slow Central's momentum down a little bit, and they're going to do a full-court pressure here. Central's got to be careful with the basketball.
Now they about turn it over. Carden able to maintain it. Now Jackson slings it into his bench.
He soared for that. That was a tall pass, and he got up there.
He's not the tallest guy on the floor by any means.
No.
James Thacker hasn't hit a big-time three there down the stretch of the third quarter with seconds remaining. Now Carden, freshman mistake, picks up his dribble, but Mac Thacker bails him out. Thacker working against Bivens. He's going to take a three, short off the iron, and it'll go out of bounds.
It just wasn't a good shot. He didn't need to shoot that. He needed to run the offense. James Thacker actually, as a point guard and a leader, needs to come back and get that ball from his brother. That's not what you wanted there. That's not the shot that you wanted.
Bivens and Jackson swinging it up around the perimeter. Now Bivens going to take a three, off the mark, no good. Jackson comes out of nowhere for the offensive board.
He's working
Gets it to Blankenship. Blankenship missed another one, and Garrett King pulls down the board.
Yeah, Central good. Yeah, all the fans want to tell them to slow down. They just need to take their time and run their offense. They've been running the whole second half. They just need to calm down.
4 minutes separate them from knocking off the #1 team in the state. 8-point lead for him. Nice crossover by Thacker. Picks up his dribble. Farrar down in the corner, swings it back up to Thacker. That's the beauty of this high school game. A lot of people disagree, and I probably would if I called it more, as the shot clock would help alleviate some of that. But Carden, oh my goodness. Darius Carden just playing out of his mind right now as a freshman in such a big game.
He's going to be a player people are going to watch. here in the next couple of years. There's college coaches hopefully looking at him in the next couple of years because he can play. He can play. He's only 6 foot. He's going to grow some more. He's only a freshman.
That puts him back in front by 10, and then a quick foul there. Let's see if they get Herrig or Small on it. It will be on Small, his third. And I'll tell you what, Blankenship, I've got him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 threes that he has attempted and has yet to hit one.
He's 0 for 11. And that's the thing. He probably shoots that normal during the game, but he's making about 5 or 6 of them. I mean, he made some big threes down there or up there at Loudon, and he just hasn't. He hadn't been able to hit the bottom of the ocean.
James Thacker gets the first one to fall, but the second one doesn't. Drew Jackson pulls down the rebound for Loudon. Into the corner, it's Bivens for 3. Air balls it. Crowd lets him know about it. And Small able to save it. And it'll be Blankenship. Actually, he threw it off of Farrar. Now it's Small off the inbound from Blankenship. He misses the shot. Skying to get the rebound. Is Central. Now Carden up the floor. Double clutch, missed it. Rebound by King. Gets the putback. Might have been over the back, but it doesn't get called.
Garrett has had a good game as well. He's played really good in his role and just rebounded and boxed out for the post players.
Now Small takes a 3, missed the shot there. And 2:41 remaining as Matt Thacker pulled in that rebound. He'll get it back here, working against Herrig. He'll hand it off to Carden across midcourt. Carden working against Blankenship. Garrett King hits the floor. Gets back up quickly. 2:29 remaining. Central with their largest lead of the game at 13 against the #1 team in the state. Farrar's got to watch that sideline over there. He's about on it.
And he throws it away.
Bivens gets the steal. He'll go up the floor, up and under, blocked out of bounds by Matt Thacker. Blankenship will be the guy to key it in. Carden asking for a water break. I saw that right there. He's deserved one right there. Now Bivens just drives, and that gets stuck. Jump ball will send it.
They'll send it back to Nope. Thought it'd send it back to Central there, but no.
Apparently we are misjudging the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And so with a 60-second timeout, Central in front 61-48. Back here inside the Roundhouse, Jared Wright joined by Matt Harper here on 99.5 FM WYGO, filling in for Todd Loveday as Loudon is looking to come back off a 13-point deficit by Central. Bivens missed a 3. They miss another put back, and Loudon turns it over. Bivens missed a 3. They got the offensive board, but couldn't do anything with it, and they turn it over.
Yeah, and Loudon looked like they're trying to play a little fast now. They're panicking a little bit. I mean, they're down 13. They're going to have to make a move if they want to come back right now.
Now James Thacker's got Drew Jackson all over him. He'll hand it off to the freshman in Carden. Carden wanted that timeout more than anybody that Loudon called so he could get some water, and he's back out here. Gets by his defender. Floater in the lane. Bottom. Darius Carden.
He's got a great touch, a great float game.
Having himself a day right now. That puts him in to 12 points there. Now Blankenship takes another 3. Imagine that. Missed it. They get the rebound hard off the glass. Now Herrig into the lane, high off the glass, no good. Small gets the 3-point opportunity coming his way off the rebound.
And you hadn't seen Small do much this second half. They've not thrown the ball. Blankenship's tried to get him back in with 3s, and he just hadn't been able to do it.
He leads all scorers, and he missed a free throw there. With 22 points, Harrigan's got 17. Everybody else for Loudon is 4 or under. 1:05 remains. That foul's on Drew Jackson, his second, sorry. Landon Parks checks in, number 30, and Lucas Bivens finds a seat. So 65 seconds separates Central from knocking off the #1 team in the state.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if James Thacker makes these 2, that puts them up by 15 with a minute and 5 seconds left. You can almost say game over unless Loudon does something crazy.
The biggest thing for Central is just protecting the ball.
Yes.
And when you get the ball, you've got to protect it because you know they're coming after you. And there is no shot clock, so they have to foul you. Now Small misses a 3 there. Rebound comes off to Drew Jackson. Down low, it's Parks. Under 60 to play, and the crowd starts to let Loudon know how they feel about them. 44.8 remaining as they take a foul there. That will be on number 5. Blankenship his second, team 10th. That'll be a double bonus, so 2 free throws coming for Isaiah Farrar. Knocks down the first one.
And Loudon's coach was not happy. I think he wanted to foul that layup that last time. He was just yelling at the referee.
Isaiah knocks down both of those, puts him at 18 points. And it's a 15-point lead again for the Chargers with 40 seconds to play. Jackson drives, missed the shot. Rebound comes off to Small. He missed it. Now Herrig in the lane. He missed it. Thacker comes away with it.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to about do it right there.
The fans giving the Chargers a round of applause as Matt Thacker will step to the line, the senior, in probably one of the biggest games he'll play here inside the Roundhouse in his last season. 67-52, 29.4 remaining. Thacker's shot up and good.
And Central's done a good job down here at the stretch, making free throws to kind of extend this lead. 68-52, that's a big win over the number 1 team in the state.
It's not going to be just a squeaked it out kind of thing. They've kind of, even after a slow start in the second half, Matt, we talked about it, they've got 28 seconds separating them from beating the number 1 team in a double-digit fashion as now they turn it over. And Garrett King picks up the steal there, and he'll draw the foul. 20.7 remaining. And these fouls right here are just going to pad this lead a little bit more for Central.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get the seniors out on homecoming night.
So we'll see Lot Holly check in, the number 2, the senior. Also, Josh Loveday, sophomore, number 1, will check in. Number 12, Dalton Davis, senior post, will check in. Number 32, Caleb King will check in, the junior. And number 20, Nate Austin. So round of applause, standing ovation for these Central Chargers and what they have done with the unthinkable of knocking off the number 1 team. As we have 20.7 seconds remaining to decide that. But
yeah, 18 points, that's kind of hard to come back in 20 seconds. We've seen crazy things. I don't know if I've seen that before.
Well, Small draws contact there with 17 to go, and that foul is on Josh Loveday. I'm thankful to his dad for giving us this opportunity tonight.
The first time I ever called a Central game.
First time for me too, so only the 3rd high school game I've attempted to call. And it's been the best one yet. So I did call a Central Meigs County Region final game last year for Meigs County. A Small able to make one of those, and he'll still lead all scorers. Now Central not able to get the inbound good. Harrigan's up with it. Layup is good by him. And Harrod gets to 19 points. 5.7 remaining. And that'll do it. McMinn Central Chargers on homecoming night have knocked off the number 1 team in the state, Loudon. They will drop to 19-1. They come into the Roundhouse, off the court distractions, whatever you want to say about it. But they kind of get sucker punched here by McMinn Central down late. Loudon came out of the half, was ready to roll, had made a lot of good adjustments, it looked like, coming out of the locker room.